It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Gunners bruising running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Gunners and the Barons under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Gunners and the Brooklyn Barons. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A gigantic sack on third and goal. A loss of 12.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll run on the draw. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you know. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season, but they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew, so plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw but incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get on the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Second down and inches.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Well,
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one puts them on top here in the third. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Barons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Second and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out.
And the Gunners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for our visitors, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.